Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Last Christmas. So we got these very humongous posters at tonight's screening of the film, which is pretty fun. Last Christmas tells the story of Kate, who finds herself in not such a cheery disposition after she comes back from a pretty severe illness. But soon she meets a young man named Tom who helps her to see the joy in the small things. Oh, yeah, and then it's all kind of loosely centered around George Michael's music. So heading into the film, I was very divided because I love this cast. I love Emilia Clarke. I love Henry Golding. I love Michelle Yeoh. I love Emma Thompson. And then we have George Michael's music, which I love, but it's a Christmas romance. Two things which combined I don't love, like, at all. So heading in, I was just kind of hoping all of those factors that I love could override the factors that I'm not so keen on. And at the end, this was okay. So let's go ahead and kick things off with the positives. Well, I do think our cast is strong. Emilia Clarke just has this effortless spark to her. She really just has a shine about her as an actress, and it really came through in this film. So even when her character is not so great, she still has just this natural charisma to her that shines through, even in the many films of hers that I have not liked. She gives you that little bit of hope in there, and yet again, she shined for me. Henry Golding is also wonderful in the film as our leading male. He's just effortlessly charismatic and, obviously dreamy in this type of role. And I have to say it, I think Emma Thompson is maybe playing a bit too harsh of a stereotype in the film. But she got laughs out of me. So I thought she was funny. And yeah, so it kind of worked. Michelle Yeoh is also in here, and she has some good zingers and one-liners, but her performance was just kind of there. I also really enjoyed the family aspect of the movie. It was probably my favorite part, actually. I enjoyed the kind of fractured family element of the movie and exploring and being proud of who you are and your heritage. That was where I wish we had spent more time, actually. Less time on the romance and just more time with the family and kind of having that as our central conflict. But I just kind of was left to enjoy it while I could. And it's definitely a tried and true Christmas formula. You have a Grinchy, kind of Scrooge character, and then someone comes into their life and really helps to show them the brighter points of the season. And if you're into these type of Christmas feel-good movies, I think it's pretty hard by the end not to just kind of feel a little bit happy. All of the happy holiday messages come through by the end of the film. And we have this big showcase that I think also was quite cute overall. There's a feel good montage included in here. All of that good stuff is present. So my theater seemed to really be on board and enjoy it. So if this is your wheelhouse, I think you'll probably have fun with it. That's going to go ahead and lead us right into the negatives. So first of all, my biggest gripe about the film is more of a confusion. What was the purpose of the George Michael bit? I didn't get it. I like that her character loved George Michael, I'll say that, but I don't get how it tied in other than inspiring the name of the film. What was the point of the George Michael songs? And that is really strange to me because this is definitely being marketed as some kind of like almost jukebox musical type of atmosphere, and that's not really the case. The music is just the soundtrack to the film, honestly. It doesn't serve any sort of narrative purpose. There's also kind of a revelation in the film, but everything about this movie you see right from the get-go. You are able to call it From a mile away, as soon as we start, you see it happening before your eyes. Then we get to our main character, and as I said, I'm not into romance and I'm not into Christmas. So I get on board with these Scrooge type of characters. My problem with her was that she wasn't really a Scrooge so much as just like not a good person. And yes, they can be very different things. Just being like Grinch when it comes to Christmas and taking advantage of folks can be different. And I wish that she kind of just was like over the season. And then you could have fun with like a lot of the situations. Instead, it's a lot about just kind of a life lesson, much more along the lines of Scrooge rather than the Grinch, where we have a character who has to see the error of their ways in order to grow and move forward. I think I would have liked this story if she was just like, meh, screw Christmas. But instead, we see her do quite a lot of like negative stuff. And I don't know that we see her fully redeem herself for it. So, yeah. And then as we move forward, there are so many cliches, there are so many stereotypes. The romance itself is. And then the film is just weird, which I guess we could expect from Paul Feig. But I mean, some of this is just insane. Michelle Yeoh's character has her own sub storyline that is ridiculous. I mean, it should have been cut from the film. It is just, it's bonkers to the point of you just being like, what am I watching? Rather than like fun, kind of campy laughs. No, you're literally like, ugh, this is cringe. There are so many subplots here. Everybody seems to have a little subplot. We're just all over the place with all of these really weird situations, and it gives the movie overall a very strange and inconsistent tone. So overall, Last Christmas is hard for me to judge fully because I am certainly not the target demographic. So my enjoyment was going to be pretty limited unless it came out with something spectacular, and that it did not. And in saying that, gauging off of the audience reaction from those around me in the screening, if you're looking for an early experience to put you into that Christmassy holiday mood, and you're just looking for kind of an easy, breezy romance at the movies, I would say give this a matinee. I think it's worth a matinee if this is in your wheelhouse. Otherwise, you could probably just skip this movie. If these type of movies don't appeal to you from the start, this one certainly is not going to do anything to turn that tide. So that is my review of Last Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Last Christmas? And what is your favorite Christmas romance? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!